Top 15 ALDI Buys in 2025? Are you absolutely sure you're not missing out on the most game-changing deals of the year? Because if you haven't stepped inside an ALDI lately, I'm here to tell you your pantry might be starved of some of the best prices and healthiest items you can find in 2025. Yes, the new ALDI is nothing like the discount chain of the past. It's upgraded, revamped, and loaded with hidden gems that could leave other grocery stores in the dust. You might think you know what's in their aisles, but believe me, ALDI has leveled up its game. From organic pantry staples and grass-fed meats to specialty, diet-friendly snacks and so much more. Trust me, you won't believe half of what they carry until you see it for yourself. Let's break down the top 15 ALDI buys this year and see why everyone is talking about them, why they could save you a ton of money, and why they just might be even better than your favorite store's best sellers. Don't blink, because these 15 finds might be gone the next time you shop, and you do not want to miss out on the best ALDI has to offer in 2025. Number 15. Knock Your Sprouts Off bread remains a total showstopper in 2025. One look at that label, and you'll see it's still organic, sprouted 7-grain bread with zero junky preservatives or refined sweeteners. Sprouting the wheat, oats, and other grains unleashes higher levels of vitamins and minerals, which is a massive deal for anyone who wants more nutrition per slice. This new iteration has maintained the sweetening power of a minimal touch of honey and molasses, just 1 gram of added sugars per slice, which is practically unheard of. Compare that to mainstream loaves that can pack in 4 or more grams of cane sugar. Even though grocery prices have shifted a bit since 2020, ALDI keeps this gem at around $4.29, which is a bargain for sprouted organic bread. The taste is pillowy, the texture is hearty, and the ingredient list is pure, meaning you won't see cheap oils or chemical conditioners lurking in there. Sprouting also makes the bread easier on the tummy, so if you've ever felt weighed down by typical wheat bread, give this a shot. Honestly, in a bread aisle cluttered with questionable choices, this continues to stand out as a nutritious, budget-friendly find that more people need to put in their carts immediately. Number 14. Organic whole wheat pasta is an absolute must-buy for anyone who wants real nutrition without blowing up their grocery bill. Unlike conventional pasta that's often enriched with synthetic vitamins after the good stuff has been stripped away, this version is simply organic whole wheat flour, preserving its natural bran and germ. A 2-ounce serving can have around 5 grams of fiber and 7 or 8 grams of protein, making it more filling and more beneficial for maintaining stable energy levels. ALDI typically sells this box for about $2.29, which is a huge win because you'd easily pay at least $1 more at competing supermarkets. This is the perfect example of my mantra. If you're going to eat carbs, make them count. With whole wheat pasta, you get that nutty flavor, better texture, and an excellent source of prebiotics. Those prebiotic fibers help feed your gut bacteria, which in turn supports digestion and overall health. Talk about multitasking. Considering how prices on specialty items can soar, it's refreshing to find a staple that supports your wellness goals without draining your wallet. Toss it in a hearty pasta sauce, pair it with sautéed veggies, or go classic Italian style. Either way, it's a no-brainer in 2025. Number 13. Hearts of Palm pasta is still one of the coolest keto-friendly finds around, and ALDI's private label version offers spectacular bang for your buck. If you're watching your carbs or simply want a lighter pasta alternative, this is it. Each bag typically rings up around $2.79, which is cheaper than many name-brand palmini pastas that can hover near $4 or $5. The simple ingredient list, hearts of palm and a bit of water, means you're dodging refined starches and sticking to a naturally high-fiber option. One serving is roughly 2 net carbs, but honestly, who's eating just one serving? Even if you gobble up the entire bag, you're barely crossing 6 net carbs. Hearts of Palm noodles also pack a slightly tangy flavor that holds up wonderfully under robust sauces like marinara or Alfredo, so you won't feel like you're missing out on texture. They're also a prebiotic food, which means you're fueling your gut microbiome every time you twirl your fork. People used to say Hearts of Palm pasta was a fad, but in 2025, it's more popular than ever. Whether you're keeping it low-carb or just looking for a pasta alternative that doesn't weigh you down, this item deserves a permanent spot in your pantry. Number 12. Simply Nature Organic Marinara Sauce, priced around $2.19 in 2025, continues to reign supreme as the budget-friendly champion of the pasta sauce world. Nowadays, you'll see fancy sauce brands creeping toward $8 per jar, but ALDI stays true to its mission of accessibility without compromising quality. The ingredient list is gloriously short and sweet. Organic tomato puree, no hidden reconstituted nonsense here. Diced tomatoes, basil, garlic, and spices. No cheap soybean oils, no unpronounceable preservatives, and definitely no refined sugar bomb. That means you can cozy up with your pasta knowing every spoonful is free from extra junk. This sauce also benefits from a high lycopene content, thanks to cooked tomatoes, which has been studied for its antioxidant power and potential benefits in heart health. Pour this over your organic whole wheat pasta or hearts of palm noodles, and you're locked in for a wholesome, cost-effective dinner. The flavor is reminiscent of those family-style sauces that simmer for hours, but here, it's ready to go straight from the jar. If you've been burned by overpriced or inferior store-brand sauces before, this one will restore your faith. It's consistently delicious, easy on the wallet, and absolutely Bobby-approved for 2025 and beyond. Number 11. Irish grass-fed butter is one of those products that truly makes ALDI shine, and in 2025, it's still a big reason shoppers are filling their carts to the brim. At around $3.65 per block, which is roughly 8 ounces, you're essentially getting a competitor to premium European-style butters that often cost $1 or $2 more. The secret sauce is in the cows. They're raised on pasture in Ireland, feasting on nutrient-dense grass that translates into richer butter. European-style butter has a higher fat content compared to many American brands, making it taste creamier, silkier, and more indulgent. You're also scoring extra vitamins like vitamin K2, known for supporting bone and heart health. Some folks claim grass-fed butter can help reduce inflammation compared to conventional butter, which may be higher in omega-6 fatty acids. Spread it on bread, melt it over veggies, or whip it into bulletproof coffee. The versatility is endless. And let's talk color. You'll notice a deeper yellow hue that signals more beta-carotene, especially compared to paler conventional sticks. If you've been trying to level up your dairy game without going broke, ALDI's Irish grass-fed butter remains one of the best deals in the dairy aisle, bar none. Number 10. 100% grass-fed ground beef is the meat aisle all-star at ALDI and worth every penny of its approximate $5.99 per pound cost in 2025. Sure, conventional ground beef might come in $1 or $2 cheaper, but the nutritional payoff here is off the charts. Grass-fed beef is typically higher in omega-3 fatty acids, those heart-healthy fats that also help combat inflammation in the body, while conventional beef from grain-fed cattle often skews higher in omega-6, which we're already swimming in from processed foods. Plus, grass-fed cows roam freely, munching on real grass, soaking up sunshine, and avoiding the cramped conditions of factory farms. This translates into better animal welfare and, many argue, a superior flavor. Vitamin E, beta-carotene, and CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, are often found at higher levels in grass-fed beef, bringing additional health perks to the table. Whether you're making burgers, meatballs, or a saucy bolognese, you can't go wrong with the quality and taste. Oh, and let's not forget, sourcing from countries like Australia and Uruguay is common for ALDI, and their standards for grass-fed beef are robust. If you want top-tier nutrition and flavor in your ground beef without forking over premium prices, this is still the go-to choice. Number 9. Single-origin coffee from ALDI is the secret weapon for coffee lovers who want quality beans without shelling out $10 a bag. In 2025, you're looking at a price of about $5.99 for a 12-ounce package, which is mind-blowing compared to competing single-origin options that can easily tip over $12. Single origin matters because it helps you pinpoint exactly where those beans come from, whether it's high-altitude Colombian farms or the lush terroir of Sumatra. That level of traceability typically leads to better farming practices and bolder, more nuanced flavor. These beans also often score higher on third-party coffee quality tests, ensuring you're getting less mold and fewer contaminants. Grind them fresh, and you'll pick up hints of cocoa, nuttiness, or fruity undertones that generic blends can't touch. If you've been burned by inconsistent or stale-tasting grocery store coffee, this is a game-changer. ALDI routinely rotates origins like Honduras and Peru, so you can sample regions without spending a fortune. Your morning cup just got a premium upgrade that's truly worth savoring. If you're on the fence, grab a bag, brew it up, and you'll realize this is a Bobby-approved pick that'll make you wonder why you ever spent more at the fancy coffee shop. Number 8. Brown rice and quinoa pouches might be the simplest yet most powerful pantry weapon you can have on standby. At around $2.49 for an 8.8-ounce pouch in 2025, ALDI maintains its tradition of offering a quick, wholesome side dish without the fuss of measuring and waiting 40 minutes for grains to cook. The ingredient list is refreshingly clean. Organic brown rice, organic quinoa, possibly a touch of organic extra virgin olive oil, and some gentle seasonings like garlic or sea salt. No cheap soybean oil, no suspicious preservatives, just straightforward whole grains that deliver fiber, protein, and essential nutrients like magnesium. That fiber feeds your gut microbiome, making these pouches a sneaky prebiotic star. You can nuke them in the microwave for a quick fix, or toss them in a skillet with a splash of bone broth for added richness. Pair them with grass-fed beef, roasted veggies, or grilled chicken to round out a meal in minutes. Honestly, if you're the type who wants convenience without sacrificing quality, these are an absolute dream. It's comforting to know that even with rising food costs and ever-changing grocery selections, ALDI still offers a gem like this that checks all the boxes for nutrition, speed, and affordability. Number 7. 100% grass-fed beef hot dogs are hiding in the fridge section at ALDI, and they deserve way more hype. At about $4.99 for a pack of 8, these wieners are the polar opposite of those sketchy, filler-packed hot dogs that fill ballparks. We're talking real, traceable beef raised on grass and sunshine, which means higher omega-3s and fewer inflammatory compounds. The ingredient list is squeaky clean. Just beef, salt, and classic spices like paprika, garlic, and a dash of pepper. No nitrites, no nitrates, and definitely no mechanically separated madness. The flavor is robust, kind of like biting into a juicy steak in hot dog form, and the snap is everything you want in a dog. For families trying to steer clear of questionable meats, these are a lifesaver. Toss them on the grill, slice them into mac and cheese, or wrap them in a sprouted bread bun for a top-tier lunch. While most premium grass-fed hot dogs cost at least $1 more per package at other stores, ALDI keeps the price down, letting you indulge guilt-free. If you've ever been a hot dog skeptic because of weird ingredients, these might convert you once and for all in 2025. Number 6. Pasture-raised eggs at ALDI in 2025 still hold the crown for the best eggs you can grab without emptying your wallet. At roughly $5.49 per dozen, they're a few bucks more than conventional eggs, but the nutritional difference is enormous. Pasture-raised hens roam outdoors, pecking at bugs, seeds, and grasses, which translates into eggs bursting with richer flavors and vibrant orange yolks. Studies show pasture-raised eggs can contain up to twice the vitamin E, 3 times the omega-3s, and significantly higher vitamin D levels compared to caged or even free-range eggs. While free-range sounds good, it often just means the hens get access to the outside, but not necessarily the real freedom you'd imagine. Pasture-raised is the gold standard because these chickens genuinely spend their days outside, leading to better animal welfare and better nutrition for you. Even the taste is richer and creamier, transforming simple breakfasts into gourmet affairs. Sure, you might think $5.49 is steep, but when you compare that to specialty egg brands charging $7 or $8 at other stores, you realize ALDI is still your champion of value. Once you crack these eggs and see the difference, you won't want to go back. Number 5. Organic turkey lunch meat is the unsung hero in the chilled section for 2025. We're talking about thinly sliced, tender turkey sourced from non-GMO feed, free of artificial preservatives, and priced at about $5.49 per 6-ounce pack. Yes, deli meats have gotten a bad rap thanks to nitrates, nitrites, and weird fillers, but Aldi's organic line stands tall with squeaky clean ingredients. The turkey is seasoned with real spices. Think rosemary, garlic, onion powder, ensuring maximum flavor minus the chemicals. Each slice is around 50 calories and packed with about 10 grams of protein, making it an excellent choice for anyone counting macros or trying to up their protein intake without resorting to questionable cold cuts. You can roll it up with cheese, stuff it into a sprouted bread sandwich, or chop it into salads for a protein punch. Conventional lunch meat might be cheaper by $1 or $2, but it often comes with a side of sodium phosphate and additives you can barely pronounce. Here, you know exactly what's on your plate. Plus, you're dodging the typical sugar bombs hidden in honey-flavored varieties. For a midday meal that won't leave you feeling sluggish, organic turkey lunch meat remains a top Aldi buy. Number 4, grass-fed cheddar. Cheese from Aldi might be the biggest dairy aisle game-changer you never knew you needed. Coming in at roughly $4.49 for a 7 or 8 ounce block, it's sourced from cows grazing on luscious green pastures. Think Ireland or Australia, ensuring a higher nutrient profile than standard cheese. Grass-fed dairy can have more omega-3 fatty acids and CLA, which researchers associate with various potential health benefits, including improved heart health. The taste is also next level. It's sharper, richer, and has a creamier mouthfeel than typical cheddar. You can slice it up for sandwiches, melt it over tacos, or cube it for an epic cheese board. While fancy specialty stores might charge $6 or more for a comparable grass-fed block, Aldi keeps it wallet-friendly without compromising on flavor or quality. Another bonus, many who are sensitive to conventional dairy find grass-fed varieties easier to digest, possibly due to the improved fatty acid balance. If you're trying to dodge processed cheese products loaded with artificial coloring and stabilizers, this is a safe and delicious bet. Once you start using grass-fed cheddar, you might struggle to go back to anything less. It's the definition of dairy done right, and your taste buds will confirm it. Number 3. Organic mixed greens and salad kits in 2025 at Aldi still deserve all the love for their freshness, nutrient density, and shockingly fair price. Expect to shell out around $3.29 for a hearty plastic tub of organic baby spinach or a spring mix that's big enough to last you the week. Conventional greens can be loaded with pesticide residues, especially spinach and kale, which often rank high on the dirty dozen list. By going organic at Aldi, you're dodging those chemicals without spending a fortune. Nutritionally, these mixes pack a punch of vitamins A, C, and K, not to mention minerals like magnesium and potassium. Plus, you get a variety of phytonutrients since they usually blend spinach, romaine, red leaf lettuce, and sometimes even baby chard. If you're worried about them wilting quickly, store the container upside down in the fridge to keep condensation from pooling. Throw these greens into smoothies, salads, or sauté them with garlic and olive oil for a nutrient-loaded side. It's little tricks like these that help you preserve their freshness. Whether you're committed to a plant-based lifestyle or just trying to get more greens in your diet, Aldi's organic salad selection is still a best-in-class deal. Number 2. Aldi's extra virgin olive oil keeps making waves in 2025 as one of the smartest grabs for home cooks who crave authenticity without the premium price tag. Selling for around $5.99 to $6.99 per 16.9-ounce bottle, this is not just any generic blend with questionable sourcing. Instead, Aldi often labels the harvest date, region, or a protected designation of origin, PDO, a huge step up from murkier brands that mix oils from multiple countries. This clarity allows you to trace the olives back to a specific region in Greece, Italy, or Spain, ensuring higher quality and fewer chances of adulteration with cheap seed oils. Nutritionally, authentic extra virgin olive oil is brimming with antioxidants like polyphenols, which have been linked to reduced inflammation and improved cardiovascular health. The flavor is also robust. Think grassy, peppery notes that can elevate a simple salad or bring out the best in sautéed veggies. Because EVU is so versatile, you'll likely use it every day, and you definitely want something free from funky refinement processes or questionable refining. ALDI's version consistently tests well in third-party reviews, proving you don't have to splurge to enjoy top-tier olive oil. It's a pantry staple worth stocking up on. Number 1. Wild-caught salmon, especially ALDI's budget-friendly options like sockeye or Alaskan pink salmon, remains the pinnacle of 2025 grocery finds. Ranging from about $7.99 to $9.99 per pound, depending on the season and variety, this fish is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are critical for brain health, heart support, and reducing overall inflammation. Whether it's in a frozen fillet pack or a fresh offering at the seafood counter, you get the peace of mind that comes from skipping farm-raised fish, which can be riddled with antibiotics and higher toxin loads. Wild salmon also has a firmer texture and a deeper color, often a telltale sign of its natural diet that includes nutrient-rich algae and krill. Grill it, bake it, or pan-sear it with a drizzle of ALDI's EVU and a sprinkle of organic spices. Dinner is practically gourmet level. Compare that price to similar wild-caught salmon at fancy supermarkets, and you'll see why this is a Bobby-approved champion. The nutritional profile includes selenium, B vitamins, and high-quality protein that keeps you feeling full and satisfied. If you're focusing on brain and heart health in 2025, who isn't? This is easily the MVP of ALDI's lineup and a must-have in your meal rotation.